Hello and welcome to today's webinar on consolidating your reinsurance with Prima Re. I'm Fletcher Cargill and I'm Prima Re's product manager. I'd like to thank you for registering and attending this webinar, and I hope you'll find it interesting for your business. Before we start, please let me inform you your phone line has been automatically muted. You are, however, welcome to raise any question during the webinar by using the chat window on the little toolbox for the webinar. At the end of the webinar, we'll host a 10 to 15-minute question and answer session to answer any questions that have been posted during the webinar. And in case we don't quite have enough time to go through all the questions, well, rest assured we'll get back to you by email with our answers for your particular questions. During the webinar, we'll have some polls, some questions for you that we'll ask. I'll tell you more about these the first time we meet them. But don't be surprised if I request your help from time to time, and of course we thank you in advance for your participation. And last but not least, should you encounter any technical problems of any nature, then please let us know by using the chat window at any time. So on today's webinar, I'm pleased to welcome Alex Solomides, who heads up Prima Solutions North American operations and is based in Chicago. I myself am based in Paris, in France. So within the next 45 to 50 minutes, this is the following agenda. Alex will present the challenges insurance companies face with managing their insurance activities and how Prima Re helps by providing a comprehensive management of all the reinsurance engagements. And Alex will also detail the main components of Prima Re. Once that's done, for my part I've prepared a complete Prima Re demonstration of the application to show the application in action following a real-world scenario of a simulated insurance company. And then, once you've got a nice picture of how Prima Re functions as an application, Alex will come back and show how Prima Re fits into an existing insurance IT environment, how it fits in with all the different applications and systems. And he'll also summarize the benefits that you can expect from Prima Re application software. And then we will have concluded our presentation and we'll open the floor to question and answers. So first of all, let's just start by a quick poll. An initial question on how within your insurance organization reinsurance activities are managed. So you should now, you should now see a poll on the screen with the following question. For your organization, are all your ceded reinsurance activities currently managed with, so would it be a variety of spreadsheets, for instance, or would it be a variety of different policy admin systems, perhaps with reinsurance modules in each one? Would it be a single ceded reinsurance system, or would you have a variety, some in spreadsheets, some in IT systems? Or if it doesn't apply, then that's the last item. So if everybody, would you please choose one of these options for yourself, and I'll give a couple of seconds for the answers before we see the results. How are we getting on with the answers? Everybody got the click on the poll? One left. Okay, well, thank you for this first answer. Alex, would you like to share our findings in comparison as to when we conducted our own survey with this?
Absolutely, Fletcher. I think the study, the first poll, how spreadsheets are used, and if you don't mind showing the first slide that I wanted to go through, Prima conducted a market study and see what system was used by insurance carriers to manage their reinsurance activities. And as it is indicated on this slide, it appears that 63% of U.S. insurance carriers are using spreadsheets or ad hoc software to manage their insurance activity. Although this is historically a valid option to deal with reinsurance activities, this approach doesn't bring solution to the challenges faced by the insurers with the management of their ceded reinsurance. So next slide, please. So maybe talking about challenges, let's review what challenges the insurers are facing nowadays with their reinsurance activities. The first challenge is around traceability. New and emerging regulations, such as SOX and Solvency II, raise the need for accurate, accountable, coherent information on reinsurance business. Insurance companies which will not be able to provide accurate and proven reporting will be forced to increase equity on their products, thereby damaging their profitability. These requirements are impossible to meet if you're using a decentralized management of your reinsurance. A new model must be applied to insurance organizations to enable a better management of their reinsurance business. Maybe, finally, reporting is currently a daunting task. Why? Reports take a long time to be produced. There is no telling if all reinsurance data are in the report. It's impossible to check if the figures are correct and up to date. And it's not available right away, as we usually need to ask for reports and then wait. What's the next challenge? The second challenge is around processes. Since there is no central reference, a reinsurance specialist is needed for each department and for each reinsurance subject, including buying reinsurance, defining the wording for contracts, producing the accounts, deciding to claim losses or to keep no claim bonuses. This is clearly a duplicated effort, and no one has a clear view on the process. And we can see also that the amendment process is painful, as treaties cannot be compared or listed for lack of a common structure between them. Also, harmonizing the wording of treaties is an uphill struggle. Finally, the last challenge is around business. There is also no reliable information on current protection that is available, and that makes it difficult to create an overall protection policy. Finally, the lack of common reinsurance repository makes it difficult to provide a consolidated view of the reinsurance engagements. It's very difficult to analyze your portfolio and your exposition to risk, as there is no easy way to assess new risk and take the appropriate underwriting decision. Then we can conclude that your capital allocation is far from being optimized. Next slide, please. So let's look into more details about Prima Re. Prima Re provides a powerful reinsurance management system. Let's understand why. Prima Re manages into a single repository all your reinsurance contract information. Prima Re's intent is to help reinsurance department in an insurance company to manage all their reinsurance-related activity, such as defining stations, organizing placement, recording events related to inward claims, performing outwards technical accounting, and managing closings. Prima Re also references with full traceability and binds to your reinsurance contract all necessary operational information, such as inward claims, inward policies, inward technical accounting, reinsurers, and broker details. Prima Re also automates inward and outward accounting. Prima Re generates statistics and reports. And finally, Prima Re produces timely invoices and borders. Next slide, please. So as you know now what Prima Re is about, I would like to share with you more details on the core business components of Prima Re. There are 5 core business components in Prima Re: the session repository, program management, Excel loss management, technical accounting, and the reinsurers and brokers management. So let's start with the session repository on the right-hand side of this slide. You will be able to manage facultatives and treaties, quota share, surplus, and non-proportional, multi-section, and or single session contract with direct and brokered placement. Each station could have direct references to documents from any document management system. You will be able to view the original and seeded accounting summaries by period, by original currency, or by section, as well as statement list by section. So then, what about program management? You will be able to manage Excel and surplus programs, have access to chart of Excel program layers, chart of surplus program lines, including retention cover, list of loss per Excel program, as well as chart of loss cost history over program layers. So let's have a look now at Excel loss management. Several losses are supported. Cat losses, life losses, per risk losses. You will be able to manage in-work claims per loss, as well as Excel program coverage of losses. You will then be able to view also the loss cost history per risk type. On the technical accounting side, you will be able to manage technical accounting statement, loss advices, cascade calculation, the automation of the proportional accounting for quota share and surplus, non-proportional semi-automation, and the seeded per reinsurer and per broker accounting. Finally, Prima Re offers a complete management of your reinsurers and brokers, including their contact information, list of statements by broker or reinsurer, and the list of reinsurer by broker with their placement history. Next slide, please. So that kind of wrap up the first slides that we have on Prima Re. What I want to do now is to let Fletcher giving you a demo of Prima Re, and then I will finish up the slides. Fletcher.